Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Welcome back to our video lesson. So this time we discuss for the next subtopic, increasing and decreasing function. However, if you have any question from the previous video, just let me know. Okay. But the understanding for the previous lesson, which is higher order derivatives, is not that related to this subtopic. Okay, increasing and decreasing function, but yeah, maybe there is a correlation, but maybe you can find out right after we complete throughout the chapter week number 4 here. Okay, alright, now so let's go straight to the definition of increasing and decreasing function first. Okay, so increasing function, a function with graph is always raising as it is traversed from left to right, is said to be an increasing function. So meaning if you increase the x value from left to right, remember, from the small value to the big value of x, what happened to the y value? Okay, in this case, for increasing function, the graph should be when you increase y value, when you increase the x value, y value is also increasing. Okay. However, for decreasing function, the function, the graph is always falling. For increasing tadi, the graph is always raising, but for decreasing, the graph is always falling when you move your x from left to right. Meaning the opposite dah kali ni. When you increase the x value, the y value become decreasing. Okay, itu maksud the falling over here lah. Okay, this is only definition. It's not important kita tak akan tanya lah basically the definition, tapi the understanding is from here lah. Okay, alright. So how to determine whether the function is increasing or decreasing? So kita ada dua method. Number one, by calculus. By calculus, to be specific, by using the first derivative. Kalau you ada f, kita kena find for f prime. Okay, itu method number one. Method number two, graphical. For graphical ni, nak tak nak kena sketch lah. Okay, or whether the graph is provided, is given in the question. Okay, tapi usually in exam kita provide lah the graph, so don't worry about that lah. You just identify the x value, start from what is the range of x that give your function is increasing or decreasing. Okay, itu contoh soalan dalam exam. Okay, so now ini by calculus. I dah mention tadi, we need to use the f prime, the first derivative lah. So f prime x is fx is increasing when f prime x greater than 0. Take note, this one is very important. For increasing, the f prime is greater than 0. For decreasing, f prime less than 0. Apa maksud di sini? Meaning, for f prime greater than 0, meaning you ada positive value. For f prime x less than 0, you ada negative value. Okay, macam mana nak tahu value kita dapat positive or negative? Meaning, substitute one of the value from the function into the f prime. After you substitute, tengok dia punya value, whether you have positive or negative. If positive, the increasing. If negative, is decreasing. Okay, kita find out later. This is just in general. Okay, by graphical. Okay, by graphical paling mudah. We look for the area where the graph lies when you sketch the graph of gradient. Meaning, katakanlah you dah ada graph of fx. Katakanlah you dah ada graph of fx. Katakanlah So you kena lukis for the graph of gradient. Graph of gradient meaning kena sketch graph of f prime x. Graph of gradient ini chapter berapa? Chapter week number 2. Okay, the understanding is from week chapter number 2. Chapter week number 2, sorry. Okay, so kalau increasing, if the graph is increasing, the gradient is positive. Maksud gradient positive? Kalau kita sketch the graph will lies above the x-axis. This is your x-axis. They will lies above. This is where your gradient is positive. Okay, contoh kalau tengok sini ialah fx equal to x cube. Alright, so if you notice from left to right, if you increase the, when you increase the x value, the function over here have a positive gradient throughout the line here, right? Bila you ada positive gradient, sketch for the f prime x, therefore the graph will lies above the x-axis. This is your x-axis, they will lies above. Okay, ini example for increasing function. Alright, and for decreasing function, okay, definitely you can identify the graph is a decreasing function if they lies below the x-axis. This is the area where the gradient is negative. Kita ingat tadi, negative represent f prime x less than 0. Or negative, right? Just now. Okay. So this is an example, function negative x cube. Meaning, throughout the line, you have the negative gradient. Don't worry about the steepness. We're not really interested with the steepness. Okay. What we should highlight over here is the sign of the gradient, so that when we sketch the graph of gradient f prime kan, they will lies below the x-axis. Okay, so let's go straight to the example. Let's go straight to the example. This is from delta 16.01 number 13. Kenapa tak start number 1? Number 1 they discuss about the turning point. The turning point is actually on the next subtopic. So that's why I start with number 13. Alright, number 13. The question show that y equal to x cubed plus 6x squared plus 13x minus 20 is always increasing. So always increasing ni, increasing if f prime x is greater than 0, right? Or positive. Remember kita ada dua method. Method number 1 by the derivative. Method number 2, the graph should be lies above the x-axis for the graph of gradient. Okay, so hari ni for this example, I will show you for both method. Okay, so first thing first, kita start dengan by calculus, by differentiation. Okay, now for differentiation, definitely kena dapatkan dulu y prime. So differentiate y become 3x squared plus 12x plus 13. Okay. Right. So now, remember you have to find the x value. But unfortunately, if you press your calculator, you akan dapat complex root. So it's not easy to find the x value. So apa cara paling mudah dapatkan x ni? Alright. So what you can use is vertex. Alamak, vertex. So kenapa jadi vertex? Because vertex, okay, just recall vertex, if you sketch a quadratic, this is a quadratic, right? Positive quadratic meaning you have a smiley curve. So vertex is the last value of y, the lowest value of y. So kenapa jadi vertex? Because vertex we can identify the one of the x value. Okay, if it's not easy to use the calculator to get the x value, Okay, kalau you tak boleh nak directly dapat the X value from the calculator, another method you boleh dapatkan by using vertex. Apa formula vertex? What is the equation for vertex? Equation of vertex is x equal to negative b over 2a. Vertex. So substitute b and a. So you dapat over here negative 12 over 2 times 3. Over here the answer is negative 2. If you press your calculator, you have negative 2.